Welcome, Rabid here. And here we have KADENA, KDA. KADENA is the only blockchain capable of powering global finance. Build your future on KADENA. Now, here's a little tweet here coming in. Will we see KDA at $5 before 2026? I think we will. And I said, nope, now dead. Let's take a look at the price of KADENA right now over the past 1 month. Boom. Past week. Boom. And the past day, kaboom. What is going on here? This is, usually we joke around saying, okay, it's going to zero, but this in fact could be a crypto that's going to zero. Now, why am I saying this? It's because KADENA actually has an official announcement here coming on down that the chain is now over from next best thing to dead. So KADENA public announcement has happened. There is no more KADENA. Let's run through. All right, guys. So KADENA public announcement. We regret to announce that KADENA organization is no longer able to continue business operations and will cease all business activity and active maintenance of the KADENA blockchain immediately. We are tremendously grateful to everyone who has participated in this journey with us. We regret that because of the market conditions, we are unable to continue to promote and support the adoption of this unique decentralized offering. Yeah, okay, whatever. Anyway, we have notified our staff that we will be ceasing operations. We are retaining a small team for handling this period of transition and wind down. For any questions and concerns, please contact operations@kadena.io. The KADENA blockchain is not owned or operated by the company as a through decentralized proof of work smart contract blockchain. The network is operated by independent miners, while on-chain smart contracts and protocols are governed independently by their maintainers. For operational continuity, we will shortly provide a new binary that ensures uninterrupted operations without our involvement, and we will encourage all node operators to upgrade as soon as possible. So it's looking like it might not be completely dead here, but we'll talk about that in a minute. As for the KDA token and protocol, it will also continue in our absence. As noted in our latest token economic update in Medium KADENA here, over 566 million KDA remain to be distributed as mining rewards, continuing until 2139. While the platform emissions has 83.7 million KDA coming out of lockup until November 2029, we are ready to engage with the KADENA community to discuss how we can aid the transition to community governance and maintenance. We will post updates on this as soon as they become available. We are tremendously grateful to all team members, community members, and partners who went on this live journey with us. We wish everyone good fortune in their future endeavors. So crazy stuff. Remember there was that mining operation that sold all those NFTs, and then they bought all these the KA3s or whatever the heck they're called, all the best KADENA miners, and then you bought the NFT, and then based on it, you earned some KADENA based on the amount of the NFT that you bought and stuff like that. Well, that was a year or two ago that went under a while back. There's other coins that are trying to do the same stupid type of thing. I'm not going to mention any names here, but other platforms that do it, and those are I would just 100% stay away from all things like that. But it does sound like KADENA will continue to go, but turn into a community coin. So it's interesting. So I never really I don't follow coins. I don't really know how they, what they do, what they plan on doing, what KADENA's future was. People say, oh, did you read the white paper? Honestly, if you follow the channel, I don't care about a white paper, because a white paper can just be changed at the blink of an eye. So white papers mean nothing. They're null and void for any platform. So if you're backing up an entire chain based on its white paper, that's probably one of the dumbest things you could do. But moving forward here, it does sound like they're going to quit. There's a node update coming here, and then moving forward, maybe the community is going to get together and start building on it. There might be a bunch of forks coming out of this. There's going to be a lot of things. Also, be very careful, because I imagine this is also going to turn around and turn into some type of a whole bunch of scams will come out of it. But it does look like it's going to turn community oriented. So there's a chance that you may even do better than what, has happened in the past. I'm not trying to pump up KADENA in any way, shape, or form, but I have no idea what the original intention of the original devs and team was, but moving forward with a community-based chain could end up doing better long term. But again, it all depends. First, it needs people to adopt it and then build on it and things like that. So who knows what could happen. So it does look like it's not going to completely die, but there's a good chance it could most likely die. All right, guys, it is time for a throwback as well. Now, look at this. The Gold Shell KD Box Pro. I released this back April 10th of 2022. So let's have a quick look at this thing. You guys remember this video if you've seen it, if you're still around from then? But yeah, so pretty crazy. Here's the KD Box Pro. The nice intro that we got going on here. Things happening. Hash rate. 2.6 terahash. KADENA. Oh, look at that. 1066 per day at 10 cents per kilowatt hour. Like, tripping out, crazy stuff here. Now let's look at the price of this thing. This is move forward. Coin mining accepted. You can see here.
I said before with the price.
Pause. Look at this. $6,514. 4,999 euros for a freaking KD box, a little gold shell miner. This is when FOMO was high and crypto was insane, absolutely insane. And if we look back, that was April 10th or so. That was back in this area right about here when KADENA was sitting at $5.49. Remember, it's coming right off the peak of $22. This is where Mr. Red Panda Mining said KADENA would have turned him into a millionaire, but he decided to dump all his KADENA right in this area here, and then it skyrocketed, and now it's just straight up dying at 9 cents. So crazy, absolutely insane. Like, we just went from 20 cents down to 9 cents. So like, is it worth selling anything that you have right now? Like, we're down 57% in one day. Is absolutely insane. But we can see back when the FOMO came in, everybody was talking about it. You know what this really reminds me of? This almost looks a lot like Kaspa if you really look back. But the next best thing, next best chain, everything's happening, blah blah blah, and next thing you know, it's nothing. So I don't know, guys. I just want to do a quick throwback here and add that into there, how we know how the hype train was in this area right here, and then where we are now, like 4 years later and stuff. Like, absolutely insane. Actually, what is that, it's about 3 years later, actually, from when this came out, right? 2022 to 2025. Now, a lot has changed in that time frame. I'm just kind of curious, though. If I actually look at Kaspa, what is Kaspa looking like? We're coming in, and we go all, you can't really say that's just like Kaspa. We need more time to see, but because, it did that nice skyrocket right here, up to 19, a little over 20 cents. Now we're sitting at 5 cents. But, we don't have long. We'll see what happens in 3 years. Hopefully this does something, because I know a lot of people, Kaspa could change their life. But at the same time, there are a lot of wallets out there with a lot of friggin' coins. So it's really hard to say. So it's almost like, yeah, well, we got this big bag, but there's so many other people with this big bag as well, because, so many coins were dealt out in this early stage here. And, now obviously it's hard to get any, but, there's a lot of those wallets are still holding on to that. So, another 20 cents, 30 cents, we could see a massive dump if we hit that, but we don't really know. So we can't really compare the two together. Obviously, it's no comparison at all, especially like this. We don't have enough time frame, but we'll see what happens in the next 3 to 4 years on Kaspa on what it's looking like compared to KADENA. But right now it's definitely looking like KADENA is no more. All right, guys, so that wraps this up. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on the whole KADENA situation down in the comment section below. Will KADENA make some type of unheard comeback once it moves community driven, or is this pretty much the end of it? When a dev says they're done with it, it pretty much means that it's over. But again, you never know. The community could save it. I do believe some coins in the past had community saviors, and things did well after that. But, I can't remember what that was off the top of my head. But right now, it's definitely not looking good for KADENA. And does it have a chance to come back? I think the odds are against it. But again, you never know. Thank you for watching this video. I will see you on the next one. Rabid out.